Hey everyone, it's Cubezella here. Welcome back to the channel for some more cozy content. Today is a very exciting and special day. We're going to be jumping into a little intro slash first look and a overview slash my opinions on a new game that just came out, Critter Cove. Critter Cove is a cozy open world game set in a post-apocalyptic deep water world where you explore old rundown ruins and collect scrap metal and littered objects. During your explorations, you will be finding yourself running into unique NPCs that will help you rebuild the rundown port town that is Critter Cove. In this life sim adventure game, you'll find yourself exploring sunken ruins, trash-strewn seafloors, diving into the ocean to salvage scrap from the old world. Along the way, you'll meet lots of zany characters and discover ancient artifacts, maybe even dredge up an old clue to find out what happened all those years ago. Critter Cove takes inspiration from games like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, My Time at Portia, and Legends of Zelda. And personally, its toony, junk-scrapping art style gives me nostalgia because it reminds me of the art style in Jak and Daxter. I've also heard other players compare it to Subnautica, but I haven't played that game, so I can't say for sure. If you love any of these titles, this game just might be for you. It launched into early access on Steam September 10th, 2024, which is today, the day of this video. So buckle in and enjoy my overview of the game so you can decide if it's worth your money and maybe go play it today. I just want to give a quick shout out. Thanks to the Critter Cove development team at Gentleman Rat Studio for providing me a key to access this game early and play it so I can tell you guys all about my experience playing the game. My thoughts and opinions are my own. I am not being paid to say anything, nor am I stuck under any contract or deal. Before we get into the video, just a friendly reminder, I am a very small content creator, so every like on this video helps me out a lot. If you like seeing this type of content, consider subscribing to my channel. You can find me on all social media. Links are down below in the description box. Now that's all said and done, let's dive right into this video. Your story begins with your character arriving to the mostly abandoned island of Critter Cove, answering a job advertisement to help rebuild and populate its town. You and your navigator, Anchor, hop off the boat just in time to witness its tragic, unplanned retirement. You get started on your quest almost immediately, as Anchor sends you to your new business partner, Bernard the Rat, who sends you various missions to restore the buildings and the economy. One of the best parts about this game is how quickly it throws you into it. Nearly escaping your watery grave doesn't stop you from getting into a new boat within the first hour. So you're quickly running out there, picking up items, and meeting new inhabitants to bring back to your town. Speaking of its inhabitants, every person who plays Critter Cove starts with the same exact two villagers, Sammy and Pokey. Sammy is your cheerful, happy personality villager. He's super sweet and super kind, very easy to get along with. But Pokey, on the other hand, is your grumpy personality villager. And at first, she seems like she hates you, giving you a hard time and making rude comments and not even saying thank you. But you'll grow on each other like a mold. You love Pokey, she loves you. You both just don't admit it. It's a complicated relationship, okay? With the help of these 4 townspeople, plus Renard's personal robot assistant, Copperbottom, you can get Critter Cove into a decent enough state that you can start bringing in tourists to earn some sweet, sweet cash money. Another NPC, Checkmark the Beaver, will teach you how to build amenities and fix up your buildings enough to make it a destination tourist trap. But you won't have to rely on Checkmark for everything. Once you restore a building, you'll actually be assigning your residents to work there. For the cafe, the first one the game gives you, Sammy is a very good worker, and Pokey is Pokey. After that, you'll have to find new critters to come back and work for you, so there's an aspect of management to the game, and town building. Speaking of management though, you can place down certain furniture objects to occupy tourists without a worker to babysit them. You can build hammocks, barbells, beach chairs, and so on. Occasionally, I had a hard time figuring out which items the tourists would interact with and what they wouldn't, but I expect this will be better marked at some point in early access or down the line. Another interesting thing about this game is how it handles items and blueprints. While you'll be finding and buying a lot of items outright, sometimes you'll need to dismantle broken down objects until you learn how to put things back together. So most of the game revolves around you cleaning up the trash that's washed up on the shores of Critter Cove to use as raw materials, and diving underwater to find interesting things to take apart and recreate. Right now, you can visit interesting places like the Sunken City, a destroyed manor, and several tropical islands. Plus, dive underwater at any place on the map. You might just find something. While out adventuring, you'll find yourself running into shipwrecked critters in various states of helplessness, like being trapped in debris, needing to be reunited with their luggage, or being disoriented from eating things they shouldn't. Once you help them through their issues, you can invite them to come back and live in Critter Cove with you. Or not. When they arrive, it's your responsibility to get them temporary living situation and make sure they're comfortable. Every critter has a preset personality type, plus likes and dislikes that are unique to them. It's just like a villager in Animal Crossing. There are 5 personality types that we know about right now: happy, grumpy, perky, weird, and athletic. And we have no idea if they plan on adding more during the line of the game's existence. But right now we do have these, and these will change the way that the characters interact and act around your village. Before you ask, no, you cannot romance these villagers. All of your relationships in Critter Cove are totally platonic. It's all about friendship bracelets and career management. Sorry, furries, better luck next time. And the villager management and town rebuilding mechanics aren't all. There are dozens of sets of clothing, furniture, wallpaper, and artifacts, as well as some crops to collect. Villagers will regularly give you a little task through the bulletin board or by jumping up and down like a lunatic until you acknowledge them, giving you all sorts of objects as rewards. It's really lucrative. You get a free house, but you can also place your furniture anywhere you want to, so you aren't limited to decorating in only one place. Critter Cove's character creator is expansive. The developers basically gave you access to the back-end tool they use to create inhabitants of the world. If you ever played Animal Crossing and been annoyed that you couldn't be one of the cool animals, you'll love this creator. Fairy wings, elf ears, saber teeth, Stroganosaurus tail, TV head. You can mix and match any crazy concoction of traits you want. While I myself didn't get too deep into it because I wanted to get to playing the game, the best part of what you don't have to worry about is being stuck with your design forever. You can re-enter the character creator whenever you want, just by interacting with a mirror. The easiest way to do this is simply to build the clothing store. So if you ever get bored of your species and realize that you don't look as good in game as you thought you would in the creator, or just want to try out some of the new parts that they dropped in an update, or you just get bored, you can just do it with a click of your finger, no problem. Perfect for making my critter a skeleton in time for Halloween. The Critter Cove dev team has included some information on their socials, and I'm gonna throw this graphic up on the screen now in 2 parts so you guys can see with me. This is the early access kind of launch expectations. So it's talking about the new locations that I've already mentioned, the new quests and critters, the new plants and seed recipes, a recycler and underwater farming, more relationship building expected, radio to track weather and tourists, fins and wetsuit, fishing plus a new bait shop, tourism updates, sale carts, new crafting recipes for tourists, activities, stock, the museum, upgrade and decor Critter Cove, more customization, mirror and change your appearance, home wall and flooring customization, performance optimization, the museum, donate collectibles from around the world, clothing shop, find your perfect outfit, tavern, the beachfront fun, and the furniture shop to decorate your home and town. This is just a quick little graphic that the team made and posted to their socials, just kind of showing the difference between what early access has to offer from the demo. So to wrap up kind of my overview and expectation on this, my experience with Critter Cove has been absolutely joyful. I can't explain to you how excited and hyped I was when I saw the email that brought me early access key. The demo was already so good, and early access is already so much better. I can tell you right now while recording this video, the only thing I want to be doing right now is playing this game, not doing this. This game takes inspiration from the best parts of other games that we know and love and makes it its own. We've had games with villager management, house decoration, and clothing collection mechanics, but what makes Critter Cove unique is the way it combines all these elements with a gorgeous, colorful setting that you can explore in any way you want. Especially in post-apocalyptic settings, it's rare to see environments as beautiful and interactive as this. It makes the ocean feel like a huge place to explore, with all sorts of hidden secrets to discover in both depths and shallows. The fact that I can easily edit my character is also a huge plus. I really appreciate that. I'm not stuck with the same design forever, and I am a very indecisive person. What I would like to see as the game continues its development is more creative assets in general. I want even more hairstyles, clothing, accessories that we can use to customize ourselves and our residents. I would also really like to see more furniture and home assets so that we can better customize our island and really make it our own, as well as our house. They haven't even finished adding all of the buildings yet, but I want more shops and more places to rebuild because it's so much fun. Maybe I'm being greedy, but I'd also like to see a new area in the future that I can bring even more villagers to. The game is already pretty big, but I can't help it. Critter Cove makes me want to rebuild the whole post-apocalyptic society and make a whole critter city. It just really is rewarding to see so much progress in the town from all the scrap my little buddy made and bring back to town, and makes me really happy. I love it. I mentioned this at the start of the video, but I want to mention this again. This game is in early access. This means the game is not in its complete form and is subject to major changes. The developers are extremely receptive to feedback, and it launched in its current form so that they could build a game that perfectly fits what its player base wants. So if you're not already following them on their socials like Twitter and Discord, I highly recommend doing so. I'll put the links down below in the description box. And with that being said, they actually did launch a roadmap today. Well, technically yesterday when you're seeing this video, that I wanted to quickly cover and just let you guys know what is going to be further down the line in early access. So let's go over that really quickly. So the dev team actually did end up posting their 1 and 2 next updates for the roadmap that's coming up. I'm going to read to you what they said, as well as put some of the graphics up on the screen as I go. So after launch, we'll start to work on our first major update, which will include an expansion to the world of Critter Cove that will increase its size by another third, along with some major quest lines and adding the bakery and gym to the village. So we see it's gonna, update 1 is an enchanted biome, so I'm not sure if that's like what it's called, but there's gonna be new locations: Reflection Pool, Search Island, Villager Island, Botanical Island. There's going to be robo-helpers, Copper Bottom's story quest line, new quests and critters to meet, more customization, crafting upgrades, additional museum wings and gift shops, control remapping, Steam achievements, change who lives in Critter Cove, bakery, purchase cute treats at the bakery, a gym, keep your townsfolk fit as a fiddle, which we do know that there is an athletic type, and then bug fixes and polish. We will continue to improve and polish the game, including additional accessibility options, quality of life suggestions, and bugs. So for this second update, major update I should say, will include more ways to manage tourists, even more world locations, and expansion to the town, including the salon, clinic, clothing shop, and schools, and loads more features in the update. Update number 2 is Tropical Paradise. New locations, more islands and points of interest, expand player housing, Wellington's story questline, new equipment, sea scooter, plunger launcher, metal detector, townsfolk relationship enchantments, seasonal celebrations, birthday home visits, catchphrases, and nicknames. Awesome. Tourist attractions, carnival attractions, and a Ferris wheel. Even more customization, new quests and critters to meet, more weather effects, more recipes and salvage, boat upgrades, and a new ship type. Clinic, keep your own townsfolk happy and healthy. Clothing shop, dye your favorite outfit in any color you want. Salon, design your own critters to show up in the world. Ooh, that's cool. School, send your favorite characters to school to learn how to run different shops. Polish and cleanup. We will continue to improve and polish the game, including additional accessibility options, quality of life suggestions, and bugs, and more. Please keep in mind that this is a living roadmap and may change at any time based on community feedback and development priorities through early access. From their blog still, these plans are of course subject to change still. We might move some stuff earlier, we may push some stuff back, and we'll certainly be adding and tweaking stuff based on your feedback. But after a year of demos and playtests and working with our community, we're confident these next 2 huge updates will be exciting and meaningful. Our early access launch is really just the start of our journey, so we'd love to join us tomorrow and be part of it, which is today. I'm so excited. Okay, cool. I wanted to, guys, like, this update, come on, I had to tell you guys. So with this all said and being done and my whole overview being complete here, this game will be staying in my game library and collecting hours of gameplay for a very long time. If I haven't convinced you already, I don't even know if I even can, but I would definitely still give the demo a shot. The demo is still going to be staying up for a long period of time as far as I know, possibly even after the full launch. I'm not sure about that though. And it's totally free to play. It's really chunky for a demo, and you'll get a good vibe and grasp of the game even without seeing all the new cool stuff. I want to say thank you again to the dev team who provided me this key early so I could make this review in time for the launch. I love CritterCove so much, and I'm super excited to keep making content about it and see the game grow. I hope that this is the start of a long-lived and successful game. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming in and reviewing this with me. I hope you guys also end up loving this game as much as I do, and I will see you guys in the next video. I am also streaming this game, so you can find me on Twitch, streaming that every once in a while. Links in the description. But I also do post all the VODs on YouTube, so keep your eyes out. Thank you, and see you guys in the next one.